Greetings to everyone. So as requested, today I will speak a bit about the significance of the Chenrezi DrubChoe, which is currently being performed at the Sakya Monastery in Seattle. So since May 1st, the monastery has been performing the Chenrezi DrubChoe, and today, on May 3rd, it is the last day of the Chenrezi DrubChoe, coinciding with the 5th Mahaparinirvana, or passing anniversary of our late root guru, His Holiness Sakya Chenrezi Rinpoche. And so the main reason of why we are doing this Chenrezi DrubChoe is because Chenrezi practice was a practice which was recommended by Dachen Rinpoche, especially for the Westerners. And as it was a very easy, accessible, and also a short practice, as well as a very important practice, an essential one. Chenrezi is the Buddha or Bodhisattva of compassion. And compassion is a very important, considered to be very important and essential in the Mahayana and Vajrayana Buddhism practices, because the main goal of the Buddhist Mahayana or Vajrayana practitioners is to attain full and complete enlightenment. And in order to attain that, we need to have bodhicitta, or the mind of enlightenment. And the cause for the bodhicitta, or mind of enlightenment, to be born is the thought of compassion. And compassion in Buddhism means the definition of compassion is the wish for all sentient beings to be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And so what that means is that we wish that not only are sentient beings freed from suffering, but also the causes, because the Buddha taught of the law of cause and effect, and when there's a cause, there's going to be a result. And in the case, if there's good causes, there'll be a good result, such as happiness. So if one accumulates good deeds, there will be happiness as the result. If there's a bad cause, then there will be a bad result, such as unhappiness or suffering. And sentient beings, because they possess ignorance, along with the other poisons such as attachment and hatred, they have suffering as the result. Because they have these causes, suffering follows. And so therefore, sentient beings are an object of the compassion of bodhisattvas. And therefore, not only do we pray that they be freed from suffering, but we pray that they be freed from the causes of suffering, because when there's no cause, there will be no result, which is suffering. So this is the thought of compassion, what it means according to Buddhism, especially Mahayana Buddhism. And it's not just, this is not a compassion that is just directed towards one or two beings, or just one's close ones, such as relatives or friends. This is not a limited compassion. This is a unlimited, far-reaching, all-encompassing compassion, which encompasses all sentient beings. It has all sentient beings, all mother sentient beings, all sentient beings who have been one's mother in one's past lives from beginning this time up until now, as the object of compassion. So this compassion is very important to develop. However, as we have been associated with the thoughts of selfishness or self-welfare, as we have been preoccupied with self-welfare since beginning this time up until now, which is the main reason why we ourselves have been stuck and wandering in samsara. It is not easy to develop this mind of compassion at times. So therefore, we rely on the blessings and kindness of Chenrezi, also known as Avalokiteshvara in Sanskrit. And as he is the Buddha or Bodhisattva of compassion, he is the single embodiment of the compassion of all of the Buddhas of the 3 times and 10 directions. And it is for that reason that we rely upon him. Now, I will not be speaking about the history and about Chenrezi in great detail due to the time, but I've already given a talk about Chenrezi titled Understanding Avalokiteshvara, and that talk has also already been transcribed as well, so you may watch the video or read it if you have time. Is all of the essential information that you need to know about Chenrezi is included in there. So I request you to please take a look at that when you have time. And now to speak about DrubChoe. DrubChoe means, Drup means this, if we break up the word DrubChoe, Drup means practice or accomplishment, and Che means offering, Chepa. Drupa is offering, Drupa is practice, and Chepa is offering. And when you can stick it together, it is DrubChoe in full form, DrubChoe, which means the offering of practice. And in short, it's called DrubChoe. So there are many ways to please the Guru. We as disciples, especially of Vajra Rinpoche, it is our duty to please the Guru. And this is not just pleasing without any reason. When we please the Guru, first of all, we consider the Guru as being a fully enlightened Buddha, not any kind of ordinary sentient being. Sakya Pandita said that when if we consider the Buddha and the Guru as the Buddha, then we receive the blessings of a Buddha. When we consider and venerate the Guru as a Bodhisattva, then we receive the blessings of a Bodhisattva. When we consider the Guru as an Arahat, then we receive the blessings of an Arahat. And when we consider the Guru as an ordinary sentient being, then we receive no blessings. So therefore, it's all in the way we consider the Guru. It's all how we view the Guru as. So when we view the Guru as a fully enlightened Buddha, we receive the blessings of a fully enlightened Buddha. And this is a duty that all of the disciples, especially Vajrayana disciples, practitioners of Vajrayana who have received empowerment from the Vajrayana Guru, are required to do. And by doing so, one receives the blessings of the Buddha, as I mentioned, the blessings of the Guru, and due to that, we see a change occurs in our body, speech, and mind. We change from having bad habits to good habits. We change from practicing non-virtuous deeds to accumulating and practicing virtuous deeds. And by relying on the Guru, all of the good qualities will naturally arise in our being and will increase and will get better and better, will improve until enlightenment is attained. And especially when we have a Guru and rely on a Vajrayana Guru and continue to have devotion towards them, whether it be a he or she, then it is believed that, and it is so that enlightenment can be attained in this very lifetime. So therefore, it is very important to rely on a Guru. The Guru is considered as the source of all blessings. When there is a Guru, there is a source of blessings. There's blessings arise. Blessings are bestowed. When there is no Guru, there's no blessings that can be attained because there's no source for blessings. And even in the causal vehicle, the causal Mahayana vehicle, a guru or a teacher is very important. Because the whole practice, there's a process of practicing Buddhism, and the process is to first hear the teachings, then to contemplate upon the teachings, and then lastly to meditate upon the teachings. So first one needs to hear the teachings, and in order to hear it, we need to hear it from someone. And for that, we need a teacher who can guide us, who gives us the instructions. And when we listen to the teachings from that teacher, whoever it may be, then we have accomplished the action of hearing. Then we need to contemplate upon the teachings that we have heard from the teacher by examining whether it's right or wrong. And then after lots of examining, we come to a conclusion that this is the intention or the meaning of what the teacher taught. And then when we come to such a conclusion, this is exactly what the teacher taught. There's no other way other than this. This is exactly the meaning. And so when we come to such an conclusion, then we meditate upon that with that certainty of the meaning. And with that, then, we apply the teachings to our mind. And due to that, there will be progress. There will be improvement in one's body, speech, and mind. And one progresses along the path. That is how we practice the Dharma. So therefore, in order for all of this to happen, first of all, we need a teacher. Without a teacher, we as sentient beings will not end up making the right choices by ourselves due to our ignorance. So we need a teacher who he or herself are experienced, who has practiced the Dharma themselves, who has compassion to help sentient beings, who knows how to teach the Dharma based on the different needs of sentient beings, and is well versed in the teachings, in the scriptures, and is very good at teaching the Dharma. So we need such a teacher. And in our case, many of us have met a wonderful guru like Asanga Vajra Rinpoche, and we have come to know him for many years. And so we have lots of memories to cherish. And in our case, we may have, of course, already have developed great devotion in him. So what we need to do now is to maintain the devotion, to make sure that it does not decrease, but rather improves and increases day by day. And the way to do that is to never to forget the Guru. We must always make sure that the Guru, that we remember the Guru, that we keep the Guru in our heart, our minds, by visualizing the Guru either on the top of one's head, seated on a lotus on the top of one's head, or in the center of one's heart. And that the Guru is always bestowing blessings upon us. So this is a way to improve the devotion by constant recollection of the Guru. And even for many of you who have not personally met Vajra Rinpoche, a connection can still be made by hearing his name, seeing images of his, or statues, or his relics, representations of him, or recollection of him, and thinking about him. And also by reading his biography, his activities, information about his activities, and developing devotion towards him. By doing that, one can also make a karmic connection with him and be guided by him in future lifetimes. It should be understood that although the Guru has physically left us about 5 years ago, in 2016, the Dharmakaya, or the mind of the Buddha, is ever present and is still with us. And so therefore, the Guru is always watching down upon us with his kindness. The Guru is always ready and prepared to help us, to get us out of suffering, to pull us out of our suffering, out of his great compassion. Now what is left is for the disciple to have the devotion. The Guru's kindness is like a hook. The disciple's devotion is similar to a ring. When there is a hook and a ring, the hook can pick up the ring and pull it up and take it to a higher place. But if there's no ring, but only a hook, then there's nothing to pull up, even though the hook is capable of pulling up something. Likewise, the Guru has kindness, and when the Guru has kindness and the disciple has devotion, and when those two come together, then the Guru can pull up the disciple from their suffering and up to a higher state, like enlightenment, to the Guru's blessings and kindness. But when there's the Guru's kindness and compassion ready to help sentient beings, and especially the disciples, but the disciples don't have devotion, then even if the Guru wishes to help and pull you out of suffering, it is not possible, because on the disciples' part, they're not making the effort. So therefore, it is very important to develop devotion and to maintain it, to strengthen it, increase it day by day. And by doing so, then the blessings will flow down in a continuous, unbroken stream. And day by day, one will see that a great progress and change in one's body, speech, in the actions of one's body, speech, and mind. And by that I mean a good change. And so, I just wish to mention about that, a few words about how to practice and the importance, and sort of as a reminder. Of course, many of you will do that, and I'm very happy to see that many of you are continuing to practice with great devotion even after the passing of Dache Rinpoche. So, to go back to mentioning about explaining the word DrubChoe, there are many ways to please the Guru, but there are many ways to please the Guru, such as by making material offerings of delicious foods and beautiful clothes and material offerings, many material offerings like flowers, fruits, and so many beautiful offerings that you can make. And there are also non-material offerings that you can make mentally. But although there are many different kinds of offerings you can make to the Guru, the most excellent and the best kind of offering that you can make is the offering of practice. Because the whole purpose of a Guru appearing in this world, the Buddha emanating in the form of a human or teacher to guide us, is for the disciples to practice the Dharma. That is the very purpose, the whole mission or the purpose. That is it. So, when the disciple practices the Buddha Dharma or the teachings that the teacher taught, there's nothing that makes the Guru happier than that pleases the Guru happier than that. And when the Guru is pleased, then the disciple accumulates a great deal of merit. The accumulation of merit and wisdom slowly and gradually becomes complete. And due to that, enlightenment becomes very possible and near. And so therefore it is very important to make the offering a practice, which is the most excellent of all offerings that one can make to the Guru, which is to apply the teachings that the Guru taught to one's life. So we are doing that today, coinciding with the 5th Mahaparinirvana passing anniversary of Asanga Vajra Rinpoche, by practicing Chenrezi DrubChoe. And Chenrezi practice was a much recommended practice by Dache Rinpoche due to its because it is easy to practice, and also because it is very important and essential. And so therefore, I'm very happy that we are doing this Chenrezi. All of the monastery lamas and monastery members are practicing this Chenrezi DrubChoe. It makes me very happy, and I would like to thank you all for continuing to practice like this and continuing the legacy of Asanga Vajra Rinpoche here in the United States. And due to the time, I will not say too much, but anyways, I hope that all of us can continue to remember, keep in mind, to never forget the Guru. As I mentioned earlier, it's very important to continue to keep the Guru in one's mind and as an object of veneration and as the object of one's prayers at all times, to accept the Guru as the supreme refuge, and who we can put all of our trust in, whether one is happy or sad, whatever happens to oneself, good or bad. It is if we can put our full trust in the Guru and take anything that we experience as the blessing of a Guru, then the blessings of the Guru will easily and swiftly, we will swiftly and easily receive all of the blessings of the Guru, and we will progress on the path in that way. And in that way, we will be able to bring great benefit to all sentient beings, all other sentient beings who have been one's mother in one's past lives, from beginningless lifetimes. And in that way, we will be pleasing all of the Gurus that one has, all of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. We will be making a contribution to the Buddha Dharma in general, and also a great service will be done to all sentient beings. And in that way, one's life will be endowed with a meaning, with a purpose. One's birth will not, taking birth with this life will not go in vain. One will have accomplished a great deed, a great purpose. And so therefore, I would like to just remind to you all of that, and thank you again for giving me the opportunity to say a few words, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Thank you.